came here in peace.
It's all right. They don't mean us any harm. You must be Sam. Thank you. Couldn't have been easy getting here. Folks call me the doctor. My sisters and I don't normally allow men inside, but for patients we make an exception. It's clear you've suffered greatly for this child's sake. Haven't you? May I, Sam?
Yeah.
Oh, these. They're chiral hands. So your BB's passed on.
You have dooms then, I take it.
I do. And it's given me an unusual gift. I can remove a BB from a still mother's womb without resorting to invasive surgery, and safely place it in a pod with minimal distress to the fetus.
Without using any tools whatsoever? So you're a psychic surgeon then?
A psychic midwife is what they call me. When I was with Bridges, I used these techniques to remove BBs from their mothers. Sam, you may be suffering from persistent, complex bereavement disorder.
Is that why you called me here? To tell me I got issues?
Sam, we're the motherhood.
The what now?
This shelter's a safe space for mothers.
Women and children would come here seeking peace. They also came because I could examine still babies. I'd move the fetus to a pod and perform what I would call a transposed screening.
I guess that's why they call you doctor. So, are you saying your technique allows you to treat still baby syndrome?
A BB pod is functionally no different than an incubator. And I was eager to bring our unborn children into the world. So, I thought I would give this little one a chance. Still baby or no, I was convinced I could bring a fetus to term outside the womb. So I placed him in the pod. And a moment later, his heart started beating. And then, after 3 minutes, it stopped. I tried as quickly as I could to get him back in the womb, but it was too late. The still baby was no longer viable. I'm sorry, Caesar. Over time, I tried to refine the pod tech to find a way to help women and their children. But treatment and life extension are impossible. All I could do was look. Even so, word got around and mothers in need of support started coming here. But unfortunately, not long after, men came knocking too. Men who wanted women. What could I do? I was only a doctor who delivered babies. And nothing more. Luckily, I had strong women around me. Mothers who were willing to stand up and fight for the sake of us all.
But as soon as we decided to take up arms, our man friends only got bolder.
If we don't fight back, they'll enslave us. We can't and won't lay down our arms till our safety is guaranteed.
Where'd you get your hardware?
Weapons factory's been pumping them out non-stop. That's why all the locals around here are toting new toys. Yeah, plenty more of their new releases in the armory downstairs.
Sam, we want you to shut down their operation and halt the spread of weapons.
Stop them, please.
Please.
Prior to proceeding, we'll need to confirm the precise location of the factory. Let's make our way back to the DHV Magellan, Sam.
Sam, wait.
Yeah.
There. All finished.
Sam, this is Tarman. We've got an emergency on our hands here. I'm afraid the DHV Magellan is out of action. We can't move an inch. A cursory inspection confirmed that some critical parts of the propulsion system have become clogged up with tar. Our usual decontamination methods won't cut it. We'll need a special tar dissolvent to clear out the blockage. The F2 South Distribution Centre was kind enough to source some for us. I'd like you to pick up the order on site, collect the cargo, and bring it back to the ship. Meanwhile, we'll be doing everything we can to keep ourselves from sinking further into the tar, as well as gathering information on the weapons factory. Don't let us down, Sam.
Thanks for the help.
Disengaging weapons restrictions.
Take care, Sam. looking clean as a whistle. The doctor's talents were a sight to behold. A psychic midwife. I've never had the opportunity to watch one at work before. How many children has she held in those hands of hers, I wonder? I expect she knows a great deal about BB units as well. I spoke with Rainey earlier. She tells me Tomorrow's making excellent progress with her studies. Before we left to see the Motherhood, she was tackling and solving relatively elementary problems. But it seems she's since progressed to intermediate and higher level ones. At this rate, she might well surpass our own capabilities before long. To learn is to grow, and to watch her grow so quickly has been a delight. Come to think of it, those apples Rainey gave us do look tasty, I must say. Such bright, healthy colors, perfectly ripened in my estimation. How fortunate that we received so many. I don't really have anything else to say right now.
Sam,
Yeah.
I have another question for you. This one's a little bit harder than the first one. That's correct. Have a safe trip, Sam.
Cool.
Sam, have you thought about using transponders? Might make your life easier.
What's that one?
ない？綺麗な荷物、このまま飾りたいペコ。これはお宝？やばいやばい、テンション上がってきたペコ。
Now displaying your current porter grade.
ありがとうペコね。バイバイ。
Order completed. Well done. Order accepted. Thank you.
サム、あんたってやっぱり最高。
Resurrectional sand. Now leaving chiral network coverage.
You're mine.
Wowzer!
The delivery terminal to process your orders.
Oh, excuse me. Nice to meet you. Oh, wait. We've met before. At this very facility, in fact. You might remember? My hand, at least. How's our mutual friend doing? Hartman and I have been working together to study water samples collected on the beach. My research prevents me from leaving this place. So I'm going to have to rely on you, Sam. Allow me to review your order information. How nice of you to bring me so much. I don't think a normal porter could have managed this. Well, look at what you have brought me. I didn't think I'd ever see this again. I've made great strides in my work thanks to you, and want to give you this data as thanks. I am increasing the amount of materials you can use here. My way of helping you.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
The schematic I've shared is for a refined extra battery. It boasts increased capacity, despite not being any bigger than the old version. It's one of the research projects I decided to take over from our mutual friend in preparation for your arrival. I think there's still plenty of room for improvement, though. You know, Sam, we've actually got something in common. Dooms. I can hear the waves of the beach, and sensed the flow of tar in the Earth's crust. This is what led me to suspect that water might be circulating between the beach and our world. As I immersed myself in my research, I also discovered that my body had begun to undergo certain changes. I had developed a condition that affected me every 21 minutes. I know, just like a certain someone. Our symptoms are a little different, though. First of all, only Doom's sufferers seem to develop them. In my particular case, I vomit every 21 minutes due to a form of gastric reflex spasm syndrome. The muscles of my stomach cease to function properly for a time, and everything in my system comes back up. I'd rather others didn't see this, so I keep to myself in the back room. That's where I was when you first came to this laboratory. I'm sorry I wasn't able to greet you properly then. I hope I can call on you again. Please, tell our friend I say hello.
Order completed. Well done. Order accepted. Thank you.
Feels good. That one.
I appreciate you coming at night. Taking a look at the orders now. So much cargo. I never imagined that you would go to such lengths. I see you found that missing cargo of mine, and there I thought it had been lost for good. With your support, my research has advanced leaps and bounds. Take this data. You should find it invaluable. I am increasing the amount of materials you can use here. My way of helping you.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
I've succeeded in further increasing the capacity of the extra battery. I say I did this, but I only managed to do so because of your considerable assistance. I'd like to pursue this line of research a bit more, I think. By the way, how is Hartman's health? You might not be aware of this, but he was helping me with my hydrology research. We were partners, you could say. Research associates, that is. When he returned from his brief visit to the beach, his body retained trace amounts of water. It was these samples that I used to carry out my research. But I understood that the trips had begun to take a toll on his heart. So I can't help but worry still. Look after him for me. Hartman and I both belong to a community of people dealing with 21-minute syndromes. The 21-Minute Anxiety Association. I first met him at one of our meetings. Naturally, these meetings only run for 20 minutes, so we got to know each other better by exchanging mails afterwards. We conversed at length about our shared struggles and grew closer through our joint research activities. I hope I can call on you again. Please, tell our friend I say hello.
Order completed. Well done.
Feels good.
special night, don't you think? Let me just take a look at the orders. Everything I wanted and then some. Did you bring this all by yourself? That's crazy. Sorry for asking for help all the time. I'd like to give you this as thanks. I'm increasing your materials allocation. Use them for whatever you need.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
These electric traps are great. Got me out of trouble more than a few times. Any enemies that get too close will be zapped by a powerful shock, potentially knocking them out. And if you set up 2 or more in an area, the closest traps will be linked to each other, meaning that any enemies who happen to pass between them will be subjected to a shock as well. It's a good idea to prepare countermeasures when you're worried someone might come after you. I whipped these up when I needed something to defend myself. And yeah, they really work.
Order completed. Well done. Order accepted. Thank you.
I'll check the orders in the system right away. You really brought everything you could and then some. Amazing. You must have a keen eye to have found this. Even I had all but given up on recovering it. Now displaying your current porter grade. Thank you so much. Maybe I'll see you again soon.
Order completed. Well done.
see you're back. I'll process you quick. Just sit tight and give me a minute. This is a ridiculous amount of cargo, as you would expect from the finest porter around. You've done a mountain of orders for us. We sure appreciate the hard work. Glad to have someone like you on our side. You have my respect. We're upping your allocation of materials again. Take what you need and don't hold back.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
I have something I want to give you. Take it. See if it's to your liking. This is a special backpack accessory we whipped up ourselves. You should find your close quarters combat abilities much improved with this little fella on board. Sure, it might just seem like a good luck charm, but fighting's about more than physical strength. It requires strength of will too. This accessory will help you harness yours, and in so doing, increase the damage you inflict. But don't take my word for it. Try it out.
Order completed. Well done. Order accepted. Thank you.
A nice repair job. She's practically sparkling.
Members are ready.
Tell me, Sam, have you been having distressing dreams again lately? You know, nightmares can be indicative of the brain's internal struggles as we attempt to come to terms with traumatic events. By taking our memories of recent events and shuffling them in this fashion, we attempt to find ways of coping with it. Nevertheless, it can be an unpleasant experience. I hope you can get some restful sleep soon. All right, let's focus on the task at hand.
You're mine. Just a bit further now.
Thanks for the help, Sam. And apologies for greeting you as a chiral ground, despite all the effort you put in on our behalf. I'm tied up with ship repairs at the moment. Can't afford to risk contaminating this work site either. Anyway, let me check your cargo. On you, Sam. This cargo looks to be in perfect condition. It's no wonder your client speaks so highly of your work.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
Cheers for that, Sam. This'll take care of that blockage, no worries. We'll get started right away.
We can handle the blockage. It's fine. I'd rather you get some sleep so you're ready to tackle your next order. By the time you wake up, we'll probably be finished anyway. Enjoy your rest.
Feels good.
Working late, I see. Thanks. Hold on while I check your orders. What a surprise. I can't imagine where you found this. We're so grateful for your help. It's only right we share this with you. We're increasing your allocation of materials. Make good use of them.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
I don't know if you've been using them much yourself, but this is a new model with increased capacity. There are people in these parts who won't hesitate to use force to get what they want. I suggest you take this with you, just in case things get rough out there. Keep it close on the way back.
Order completed. Well done.
That's some impressive work.
Take care of yourself, Sam. Please take measures to withstand the cold.
Sam, we've used the information provided by the Motherhood's doctor to identify the location of the weapons factory. Stopping the supply of these weapons at the source will make it far easier to carry out future missions. Whereas leaving the factory alone only increases the risk of networked facilities coming under attack in the future. So let's shut it down ASAP. Tarman has already made preparations. Access the G3 Magellan's delivery terminal to pick up this main order. Tarman will explain the rest.
Hi, Sam.
Woo-hoo-hoo! Looking clean as a whistle. Each time we take the DHV Magellan into the currents, the level of tar pollution on board increases, which is why everyone has to pitch in to clean the ship after every trip. In spite of that, we still find ourselves stymied by nasty blockages like this one. Tarman broke 3 mops attempting to dislodge a particularly stubborn wad before throwing up his hands in despair. Although he failed in that epic struggle, I can only respect his dedication. Apropos of nothing, the doctor's talents were a sight to behold. A psychic midwife. I've never had the opportunity to watch one at work before. How many children has she held in those hands of hers, I wonder? I expect she knows a great deal about BB units as well. Apropos of nothing, I spoke with Rainey earlier. She tells me tomorrow's making excellent progress with her studies. Before we left to see the Motherhood, she was tackling and solving relatively elementary problems. But it seems she's since progressed to intermediate and higher level ones. At this rate, she might well surpass our own capabilities before long. To learn is to grow, and to watch her grow so quickly has been a delight.
Sam,
Those apples Rainey gave us do look tasty, I must say. Such bright, healthy colors. Perfectly ripened in my estimation. How fortunate that we received so many. I don't really have anything else to say right now. Oh boy, I really miss the taste of food. All right, Sam. What do you say we head out and get to work?